Welcome to Exam Sale. In this short guide we will walk through the Juniper Data Center Professional Syllabus and what you need to master for the exam. This exam is divided across 6 domains with clear weights. EVPN is 25%, VXLAN is 20%, Data Center Architectures is 15%, IP Fabric is 15%, Data Center Interconnect is 15%, and Data Center Security and Management is 10%. I will summarize each domain, its focus, difficulty, estimated study hours, and the key topics you must learn. EVPN carries 25% of the exam weight and focuses on control plane operations, route types, multihoming, and IRB configurations within a data center fabric. Difficulty is hard and the estimated learning time is 35 hours with conceptual and scenario-based assessments. You will learn the role of the EVPN control plane and all major route types including route type 1 auto discovery, type 2 MAC IP advertisement, type 3 inclusive multicast, type 4 Ethernet segment, and type 5 IP prefix routes, plus BGP EVPN and LRI, community attributes, and how route targets and route distinguishers are used. The syllabus also requires practical understanding of multihoming and IRB where you will configure Ethernet segment identifiers, implement all active and single active multihoming, set up IRB interfaces, compare symmetric and asymmetric IRB models, deploy EVPN virtual gateways, manage designated forwarder election, and troubleshoot MAC mobility and convergence. VXLAN is 20% of the exam and centers on data plane encapsulation, VTEP operations, and Layer 2 tunneling in the data center. Difficulty is medium and you should plan about 25 hours of study with hands-on and conceptual assessments. You will cover VXLAN frame format and encapsulation headers, the role of the VXLAN network identifier, VTEP operations, Layer 2 over Layer 3 tunneling requirements, and how UDP port selection affects entropy and load balancing. You should also learn where QFX and PTX hardware supports VXLAN. The syllabus also tests data plane and control plane signaling for VXLAN including static unicast tunneling, flood and learn mechanisms, VTEP discovery and verification, IGMP snooping interaction, and mapping VLANs into VNIs for correct forwarding. Data center architectures represents 15% and focuses on design principles, fabric topologies, and the evolution of data center networking. This domain is rated easy with an estimated 15 hours and uses conceptual and scenario-based assessments. Study the characteristics of 3-stage and 5-stage CLO fabrics, spine and leaf design principles, the distinction between underlay and overlay networks, fabric scaling, oversubscription ratios, and how north, south and east, west traffic patterns shape design decisions. You should also compare centralized versus distributed gateway architectures and understand which approach fits different operational needs. IP Fabric is 15% and concentrates on underlay routing protocols, BGP implementation in the fabric, and load balancing. The difficulty is medium with about 20 hours of study and scenario-based assessments to validate your skills. Expect to configure eBGP-based fabric topologies. Design BGP peering strategies between leaves and spines, use BGP unnumbered interfaces, manage private as assignments per leaf, and tune BGP timers for faster convergence. You will also implement ECMP for load sharing and verify fabric reachability and routing tables to ensure the underlay reliably supports the overlay. Data Center Interconnect is 15% and covers extending Layer 2 and Layer 3 services across multiple data center locations. This domain is hard with an estimated 25 hours and blends hands-on and conceptual assessment methods. Learn over-the-top DCI models, EVP and VXLAN stitching techniques, gateway interconnect models, and the requirements for Layer 2 extension across a WAN. The syllabus also requires knowledge of configuring DCI using EVPN with MPLS or VPLS, managing loop prevention in multi-home DCI scenarios, and analyzing control plane scalability for multi-site fabrics. Data center security and management accounts for 10% and addresses securing the fabric and using automation for management and deployment. Difficulty is medium with an estimated 15 hours and scenario-based assessments that test both security features and automation workflows. Study Layer 2 security features such as storm control and port security. Implement control plane protection policies. Use Juno Space and Connectivity Services Director for management. Apply firewall filters for fabric management. And understand M8exec for link encryption. For automation, focus on zero-touch provisioning. Juniper Apstra for intent-based fabric management. Python and Juno SPI scripting. Netconf and XML APIs. And telemetry collection methods for monitoring. To prepare, follow the estimated study hours per domain. Prioritize EVPN, VXLAN, and DCI for deeper hands-on practice, and combine conceptual study with labs and scenario exercises. Good luck with your preparation and use this syllabus map to guide focused, efficient study for the Juniper Data Center Professional exam.